Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine and healthy and doing your work on time. Students, in today's video we will do the grammar topic clause, and I'll tell you phrases and clauses are very interrelated, and actually clauses are contrast of phrases, right? So we did phrases, now today we will do clause. So let's do clause, students. Okay, so students, as you know, we did earlier also that phrase is also a group of words, but a phrase does not have subject or verb, right? But clauses are those group of words which has both subject and verb, राइट हमारे क्लॉजेज फ्रेजेस में क्या होता था, देयर इज़ नो सब्जेक्ट और नो वर्ब, सो जिसकी वजह से वो कंप्लीट मीनिंग कन्वे नहीं करती थी. बट क्लॉज आर दोज विच हैज़ सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब एंड इट हैज़ अ कंप्लीट थाट, right? It has a complete thought and it has a complete meaning by itself. It does not need anything else to complete a sentence, right? Or to give a meaning actually, right? So we can say clauses are those group of words which has subject and verb and they are capable of conveying meaning of itself, right? Now look at first example. I like bananas. Now I is subject, like is verb, right? And this sentence conveys the meaning in its own. It does not need anything else to tell us. We get to know that the person like bananas. He plays cricket regularly. Right now he is subject, plays is verb, and this sentence gives us complete meaning that he plays cricket regularly. Okay students, now we have three types of clauses, students. First is main or independent clause, second is coordinate clause, and third is subordinate clause, right? Now when we talk, let's talk about main or independent clause. Main or independent clause is that clause, students, which does not need any other clause for its existence. इसे अपनी existence के लिए किसी और clause की requirement नहीं होती. For example, I like bananas. It is our main or independent clause, right? Usually they conveys complete thought and it conveys a complete thought, right? ये अपने आप में एक complete thought आपको convey करता है, ये अपने आप में एक meaning आपको convey करता है. They are usually simple sentence. There are simple sentence which we use, right? Now look at the example. The bear howled. Now what the bear did? Howling, right? So it has subject as well as verb and it convey the meaning. Sam speaks loudly. Now Sam is subject, speaks is verb, and this sentence has a meaning, right? It does not need anything else to convey meaning. I love the country where I was born. Now it is given in your book, I love the country where I was born. So I love the country is a main clause in this sentence, whereas where I was born, जहाँ मैं पैदा हुआ था, right? Now this is a clause which is not a complete sense, which does not give you complete sense, but it has subject as well as verb, right? So I love the country is our independent clause which independently convey you the meaning. Now independent clause is clear, I hope. Let's come to coordinate clause. Coordinate clause, as the name suggests, are made up of coordinating conjunctions, right? First thing. But now let's see what it says. No complete thought. Coordinate clause का complete thought नहीं होता है students. It does not give complete thought. We need one or of them or two or more. Now in this we have two clauses in a sentence. One is our main clause and another is a clause which is joined by coordinating conjunctions. इनको हम coordinating conjunctions से जोड़ते हैं. ये कोई भी दो सेंटेंस या दो से ज़्यादा सेंटेंस हो सकते हैं एक सेंटेंस में या फिर एक फुल मीनिंग में, और उसके बाद क्या होता है उसको ज्वाइन करने के लिए हम कंजक्शन यूज़ करते हैं टू गिव अ फुल मीनिंग, राइट? कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शंस का खुद का कोई मीनिंग नहीं होता. अब हमारे कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शंस, विच आर आर कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन स्टूडेंट्स? इट इज़ वेरी इजी वे टू लर्न देम. फैन बॉयज, राइट? फॉर, एंड, एज, neither nor, but, or, yet, so, right? You can remember coordinating conjunctions these way, and except them other conjunctions are our subordinate conjunctions, right? Now look at the example, then it will be more clear to you. I don't like vegetables. It is a main clause, right? And we are able to understand that, we are able to understand the meaning. But I love to eat potatoes. Now there are two main clauses, two different independent clause which convey their meaning. I don't like vegetables, it has a meaning. I love to eat potatoes, another main clause, but they are joined by coordinating conjunction but, right? So we can say that two main clauses which are joined together by coordinating conjunction, right? I stayed in my house because of lockdown. I stayed in my house, right? Now I stayed in my house is what? Main clause, right? Now it is of lockdown. It is done because joined by because is subordinating conjunction here. I am planning to go, so I go for vacation, so I went for shopping. I am planning to go for vacation, so I went for shopping. So is again our coordinating conjunction, right? So coordinate clause are those clauses which join two different clauses with coordinating conjunction, जो दो मेन clauses को एक coordinating conjunction से join करते हैं, right? Now subordinate clause is dependent clause, right? ये मेन clause या independent clause पे depend होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. इनका खुद का कोई complete thought नहीं होता. They does not convey any complete thought. ये खुद कोई भी complete thought express नहीं करते. ये independent clause पे depend होते हैं. For example, since it will rain today. Since it will rain today, do we understand anything? No. हमें इससे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आता है कि since it will rain today, what will happen? I will not leave home. Now it is independent clause, I will not leave home, which we will add into it to give a meaning, right? ये खुद का कोई थॉट नहीं देते, ये इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज पे डिपेंड होते हैं. अब मानो मैंने इसके साथ इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज लगा दिया, आई विल नॉट लीव होम सिंस इट विल रेन टुडे, right? So this dependent clause is dependent on main clause, and now the whole sentence gives a meaning. If you pass the test, what will happen if I'll pass the test? No answer. So this clause is dependent. It has subject, it has verb, it is a clause, but it is dependent clause because we are not getting the full thought. What does it want to convey, right? You will be rewarded. Now it is our independent clause. You will be rewarded if you pass the test. अगर तुम्हें अवार्ड दिया जाएगा अगर तुम पास हो गए टेस्ट में तो, राइट? सो वी कैन सी दैट डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज क्या होता है. डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज वो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स जिसमें सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब है लेकिन वो किसी पर डिपेंड करता है, वो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज पर डिपेंड करता है, राइट? नाउ स्टूडेंट, डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज इज फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 कैटेगरीज: नाउन क्लॉज, एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज एंड एडवर्ब क्लॉज, राइट? 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होते हैं हमारे डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज: नाउन क्लॉज, एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज एंड एडवर्ब क्लॉज. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट नाउन क्लॉज. What is noun clause, students? What is clause? Group of words which has subject and verb, right? एक ऐसा group of verb जिसमें subject और verb है and it act as a noun. We did noun phrase, so noun phrase what? Phrases are what? They does not have subject or verb, but what happen? They act as a noun in a sentence, right? So same way noun clause is a group of words which has subject and verb and act as a noun. ये वो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड होता है जिसका हमारे पास सब्जेक्ट होता है, वर्ब होता है और ये सेंटेंस में एज ए नाउन एक्ट करता है. Now usually the hint for noun clause is that, student, that it begin with the words such as how, that, what, whatever, when, where, whether, which, whichever, who, whoever, why, whomever, right? Now look at example 1. The focus of our work is how we can satisfy our customers more effectively. Now you can see how is what? Noun clause. How we can satisfy our customer more effectively. This is our noun in this sentence, right? Whichever restaurant you pick is fine with me. Whichever restaurant, noun, you pick is fine with me, right? So it is noun clause, whichever restaurant you pick, right? And it is beginning with whichever, right? Do you know what the weather will be? Do you know what is again noun clause begin with, right? The weather will be. What the weather will be is noun in this sentence, right? I hope noun clause is clear to you. A group of word जिसका subject और verb होता है और वो sentence में as a noun act करता है. Now second is our adverb clause. What is adverb? We did it, students. Adverb is, adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective or an another adverb. ठीक है, ये किसी भी वर्ब को किसी दूसरे एडवर्ब को या एडजेक्टिव को मॉडिफाई करता है. ठीक है, तो अब क्लॉज क्या होता है? ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड, सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब. अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड विच हैज सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब, राइट, एंड इट एक्ट एज an adverb. Now how we identify adverb clause, students? It contains subordinate conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions like because, when, until, unless, right, since, after, before. There are lots of subordinating conjunctions, student, hence, which we have, right, and we use them. And how we identify them in a sentence? By their identification. They rested when the evening came. They rested when the evening came. Now when the evening came, when again talks about time, and we know adverb of time, right? So when the evening came, when the evening came, subject is the evening, came is verb, right? Sia scrubbed the pan. Now you can say they are dependent, right? They rested when the evening came. Does it convey any meaning? But when the evening came is dependent on main clause, they rested. Same again in second sentence. Sia scrubbed the pan until her arms pained. Right? Now what we can say? Sia scrubbed the pan. It is our main clause, subordinating conjunction. Her arms pained, again dependent clause. In this, her is subject, her arms is subject, and pained is verb. Third sentence. I had a milk porridge for dinner because, subordinating conjunction, my stomach was upset. Now you can say my stomach was upset is dependent on this sentence, right? I had a milk porridge for dinner, and it is containing subordinating conjunction. We will go to watch the game even if it rains. Even if it rains is a dependent clause on main clause. We will go to watch the game. ये अपने आप में कोई मीनिंग कन्वे नहीं करता जब तक इसके साथ इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज नहीं है. इवन इफ इट रेन्स, व्हाट, राइट? अगर बारिश भी होती रही तो क्या? So it is joined by even. Even is subordinating conjunction, and we will go to watch the game is our main clause. Right? Now let's move further to adjective clause, students. Adjective clause, जैसे कि we know clause is group of words which has subject and verb. First thing, adjective clause, it act as an adjective. Now what is adjective? It describes noun, right? Our adjective clauses are also known as relative clauses, right? We did relative pronouns. So same way relative clauses use relative pronoun, right? Adjective clause begin with relative pronouns. Adjective clause relative pronoun से start होता है, शुरू होता है. कौन कौन से relative pronouns है हमारे? where, when, who, whom, whose, which, why. So if in a sentence there is one main clause and another is dependent clause, and if you can see it begin with where, when, who, whom, whose, which, why, so it is adjective clause. Now see some examples. People who are smart follow the rules. People who are smart follow the rules. Who is adjective clause. Who are smart, it is describing now which kind of people who are smart, right? The reason why I left is secret. The reason why, describing noun, I left is secret. Why is used here. The cat whom we are watching just caught a mouse. The cat whom we are watching, it is, the cat has been related to the whole sentence here. Whom, it is describing noun, what the cat did, whom we were watching, right? Which cat, whom we are watching, right? The umbrella which has a broken handle is mine. Which umbrella is mine? Which has a broken handle. He met a girl. Which girl? Who was that girl? Whose eyes are blue, right? So it is describing the girl whose eyes are blue, right? So students, if you will open page number 73 of your pull out sheets, there are some exercises which you have to do, right? Now if you will look at first exercise, identify the phrases given in the sentences below and write them in the space provided. We did phrases earlier also, students. So what you will do, you will identify the phrases in this sentence and write them. For example, in this sentence, an expensive bag is a phrase. So same way you will do it more. Right now further it talks about noun phrase, adjective phrase and adverb phrase. We did it in our previous classes, right? Then the definition of clause is given. Now first sentence, identify the clauses. The doctor who did a thorough exam of the patient advised him to take rest, right? The doctor who did a thorough examination, it is adjective clause. Who did a thorough examination of the patient, again our adjective clause, right? Advised him to take rest. He knows that he will clear the test. He knows that he will clear the test, noun clause. Same way you will do the rest of the questions, right? Now underline and write P for phrase and C for clause. Do this exercise, students, right? Now again it is mentioned clauses, noun clause, adjective, adverb, right? Underline the main clause and circle the subordinate. The teacher explains why the man refused to help. The teacher explains his main clause. Why the man refused to help, noun clause, right? Now complete the sentences using phrases. My father went abroad, right? Explain, complete the sentences using phrase. We can say to buy some cookies or for a meeting, right? My father went abroad for a meeting. Now you have some phrases given here. You have to fill them by using the words given in the box. The mother bought a sari made of silk, right? They replied the teacher in polite manner, right? You can do these exercises. Now students, next question, underline the adjective clauses. Again our relative clauses and how we identify them. He welcomed the people who attended the meeting. Begin with who attended the meeting is our adjective clause. Now state whether the underlined words are adjective phrase or clause. Since she is the girl whose father donated money to the flood victims, father is subject, donated is verb, so what it will be? Clause, right? My mother is a lady with a generous heart. Now with the generous heart, generous is adjective, There is no verb given, so it is phrase, right? I hope the exercise is clear to you, students, right? Again, complete the sentences using relative clauses. You will use relative pronouns to complete them. Identify and correct the mistakes in the following sentences. The curtains that she washed last week are dirty again, is the answer. She washed them will not be there, right? So you will correct it and write it here. Now next question, you have to rewrite the following sentences by replacing the underlined adverb phrase. Sonam waited for the summer sale eagerly, with great eagerness at this moment, right? So I hope you will be able to do it. It is very easy exercise. Again, underline the adjective clause and identify the noun or pronoun it qualifies. My friend whom I like is leaving for China. My friend whom I like is leaving for China is whom I like is your adjective clause, is leaving for China. Now it is identifying pronoun I, right? Now complete the following sentences with adverb clauses. I hope you will be able to do them, right? Now identify and write the type of clauses used in these sentences. See second sentence, I am shocked to hear what happened at school today. I am shocked to hear, it is noun clause, what happened at school today, right students? Now replace the underlined clauses by a phrase. Okay, fine. All the teachers are confident that he will succeed. All the teachers are confident about his success. First example is given here, so I hope you will be able to do rest of them. So I hope students topic of clause is clear to you. Still if there is any doubt, you can contact me and ask me. So thank you students, and do practice in your pull out sheets. Thank you.